Hello and welcome back to the Engerati studio here at European Utility Week, and I'm joined now by Matthijs. First of all, welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us. And the reason why he's here is his company, not just him, there's more than one person.
There's
right?
definitely more than one person.
Won the Smart Community Award at the awards ceremony last night, the European Utility Awards ceremony, so we'll leave that right there. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well deserved. There's probably a lot of hard work behind it. Can you tell us a little bit about what it is that you produced that won the Smart Community Award? Just give us a bit of an idea.
What we launched was actually the first platform where sustainable producers could sell their energy directly to the end consumer. So we created an infrastructure which allowed the producer to sell his goods, his energy, determine his own price, and allow the consumer to directly buy the energy from that producer. So as a consumer,
so it's like a marketplace.
It is a marketplace, yeah, a sustainable marketplace for sustainable energy. Yeah. That's correct.
So very simply, I produce sustainable energy.
Yeah.
Do you validate that?
Definitely.
Yeah. So what's the validation process?
The validation is done by an independent governmental body. In the Netherlands it's called Certiq, and they issue certificates which guarantee that the amount of energy is actually produced by that means of production. So that's the underlying proof of...
So they need to come to you with that certificate. It's probably digital, I'm just waving my hand around. But it's... Then what happens is, so I'm one of these producers, I go, right, okay, I have got 200 megawatt, here you go.
Yeah.
And lots of people come, oh, I'll have it all, or I'll have half of it.
So what our platform does, it calculates the expected amount of energy produced over a year, and then we subtract some margin for error, or in the case of windmill, low wind years. And also on the other side, on the consumer side, we have an expected usage of the consumer, but we also use a margin of error for if he uses more. So we can always guarantee you that you will have your energy usage produced by the sustainable producer. So that's also, when it's finished, it's finished. So a producer has the amount of energy for, let's say, 10 households. So when we've reached 10 households, it's sold out. So we will never sell more energy than that's produced.
And when someone buys the energy, so let me act the other side. I want to buy this energy. I mean, is it the case of? I mean, how far does it go? Is this aimed at commercial companies, or is it aimed at individuals?
Mostly B2C, business to consumer. Yeah. We do have some large users, like for instance Tesla. Their superchargers are being provided by our energy. So, but we keep that really small, because it's usually high volumes, and because our business model is not to make any margin on the energy, but charging a fixed fee. We have the same interest as our consumers, which is use as little as possible. Because the less our consumers use, the more consumers we can have for a given means of production.
So if I'm at home, I go, right, okay, I need this much energy, I buy my year's worth of energy?
It's on a monthly basis.
On a monthly basis, right. So every month I have to go and find a different source? Or
no, so you say...
I'm just trying to bring it to life.
Yeah, I understand. Good question. Yeah. So we actually have 3 products, which is a variable contract, which is a 1-year contract or a 3-year contract, and you buy for the given period the energy from that producer, and you pay on a monthly basis. So we expect you to use X amount of energy over the year, and every month you pay 1/12 of the expected amount. And at the end, we will have your meter readings, and you will tell us how much energy you actually consumed, and then we correct that both with the producer, with the tax authority, unfortunately, and with our own cash.
So when that rationalization has happened, so is it? I mean, can you see this evolving to a place where I can go, where the market can be almost reversed? So a consumer can go, look, this is what I'm willing to pay, who wants to supply me? Yeah,
that's also possible. And another product we're now offering is, because it was mostly aimed at larger producers, but we now also have a solar collective. So what you see usually is that people who own solar panels on their roof either have a little bit too much or a little bit too little. And what we do is we aggregate that, and the solar panel owners who have too little can buy the excess energy from the solar panel owners who have a little bit too much, and they pay a higher price for that energy, because the business case above your annual consumption, well, deteriorates quite rapidly. But as a gesture, because we think we need to accelerate the adoption of solar panels in the Netherlands, we will give you a 50% discount on your fixed fee, on your monthly fixed fee.
Okay.
So that will make up well, the higher price.
Okay. So can this only work in the Netherlands because of the regulatory and framework you've got, or do you think
well,
it's
it can
replicable?
also work in different countries, but you need to have a deregulated energy market, and you need to have a sort of a mature market. So the systems need to be in place, they need to be accessible for well, all the suppliers. So it does require a certain type of market involvement.
So how well is it going?
Sorry?
How well is it going?
Well, it's going
how
great.
Well are you doing?
So we are, historically speaking, the fastest growing energy company of the Netherlands.
Right.
So that's a pretty big achievement. We now work with 45 really dedicated people to provide our producers with the best service, our consumers with the best service, and also keep evolving and developing our platform to include more and more services to our customers.
Well, it's a great story, you know, about what a innovation in a deregulated market. I mean, you know, but to you, it's probably obvious now, right? You've done the first bit. Now you're doing the hard bit of running a business and making that work. Before we come to the end of the time, one question to you is: where next?
That's a good question. I think it should be somewhere around the Netherlands, somewhere in our backyard.
Right.
So that can either be Germany, UK, Belgium, maybe later on even a bit more south. So.
And are you actively looking at that, or are you guys at the moment just going,
no.
"Oh, we've got so much to do"?
We take it as it comes, but we do have still really a lot of work to do before we actually create the scalable platform we envision, and also have our servers at top level. So first we want to make sure that in the Netherlands that is completely rugged and developed, and then we will look, as we call it in Dutch, over the dijken, over the dikes.
Over the dikes, okay. Well, I look forward to seeing your company go over the dikes. I think it's a great story, and thank you very much for joining us today. And thank you as well for watching. And I think it's one of those great things that when you have awards ceremonies, actually there's recognition given to innovation and new entrants, and especially this award about the smart community. It sounds like a smart idea, so that's pretty relevant. So thanks again.
Thank you
for joining us.